Let's make some brownies today. I'm going to use some dates in my brownies and cocoa powder, some chocolate chips and eggs, and some baking soda, baking powder, some butter. I'm going to use some hot water, sugar, flour, salt, vanilla, and let's get started. I have a good sized bowl here, and I have 3/4 cup of boiling water, at least it was boiling, and a teaspoon of the baking soda. Add that in there, give it a mix, put our dates in here. It's 2 cups of dates. Stir these around to get them wet. We're going to allow these to soak for a while. And the baking soda really helps to tenderize everything in there. I'm going to add my butter that's practically melted. Melted it in the microwave as I heated my water up in the microwave too. So that's 7 tablespoons of butter. And just stir this up and allow this to sit. I'm going to allow it to sit for 30 minutes and then check it. These have sat for 30 minutes, actually just a little longer because I had a phone call. I'm going to see if they mesh up nicely. Just using the big fork. It feels nice. They feel soft. I have those mashed up against the side of the bowl. I'm going to add my 4 eggs. 4 eggs I did mix up a little bit first. Add my vanilla extract, 2 teaspoons. And we're going to mix this all together. And now I'm going to add my sugar, my 2 cups of sugar. And mix this very well. I have that sugar mixed in. I also let it sit for 5 minutes and then stirring it now again after 5 minutes just to kind of let that sugar dissolve in there. I'm going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Stir that salt in. That's kosher salt or coarse salt. I'm going to add my cup of cocoa powder and sift it. I don't want any lumps in there. Stir that in. Pretty much have the cocoa powder stirred in fairly well. I'm going to add my 1 cup of flour, all-purpose flour. My teaspoon of baking powder. Sift this in. Again, I don't want any big lumps of flour in there because it gives you white spots and it doesn't look as nice. You know, in the final product it'll give you like white spots in there. If you've ever had a cake or something that has white spots, it's because there's little tiny lumps of flour that never got dissolved. So I'm going to stir this up. Have that pretty much stirred up. You don't have to be perfect with that. And I'm going to add my chocolate chips. 1 1/3 cups of chocolate chips and stir these in. And this is when everything pretty much gets stirred up in case you have white streaks of flour. It's still okay, but now they'll get stirred in. Here's my baking dish, a 13 by 9. I did put some butter and spread around in there. You can use cooking spray, kitchen spray if you wish. I'm going to get all my batter in here. I have my oven preheated to 325 and in goes. I'm going to put this in my oven. Here the brownies are. They baked for 50 minutes. 15 minutes at 325 degrees. We're going to let this cook. It's fairly a little bit soft in the middle, and they're starting to break away from the sides, you know, come away from the sides. And we're going to let this cool down to room temperature. I have a brownie here, served up. I've already tasted it though. And this recipe is the best brownie I've ever had. It's so rich and dense. It's not cake-like at all. It's nice and just dense and somewhat chewy. It's like, I don't know, you have to try it. You can taste the dates in there, which really tastes nice in there. You have to try it. Thank you so much for watching.